Hello, fourth grade. I'm Mrs. Schneider, and today we're going to be working on adding and subtracting fractions that have common denominators. We're going to use this skill to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions. So adding fractions is a lot like adding whole numbers. There's just a little more to it. So let's start by looking at our whole numbers. We have 2 whole pies, 1, 2, plus another whole pie, and that gives us 3 pies. That's pretty simple. We already know how to do that. But with fractions, we're not looking at the whole pie, we're looking at pieces of it. So let's split our pie into 5 equal parts. And so because we have 5 equal parts, and 5 parts makes a whole, each part is 1/5 of a whole pie. So adding and subtracting fractions is like adding and subtracting pieces. So let's add these pieces of pie. We've got 1, 2 slices plus another slice, and that gives us 3 slices. Each slice is 1/5 of the pie, so we have 3/5 of a pie. Now let's take a look at our whole pie again. We already noted that it has 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each piece has size 1/5. So we have 5 pieces at size 1/5, which means that our one pie is the same as 5/5 of a pie. This will be helpful later on when we talk about mixed numbers and improper fractions. But first, let's talk about common denominators. When we're adding fractions, they need to have the same denominator. That means they need to have the same size, and they both need to refer to the same whole. All right, so if you go to a restaurant and you have some cheesecake, and you have a slice that's this big, and your friend has a slice that's this big, how much of the cheesecake did you guys eat? Well, that's going to be pretty hard to tell because they're not the same size of slice. So now if you go to a baseball game and you want to split a hot dog with 2 of your friends, you give one friend a piece and you give another friend a piece. Well, how much of the hot dog did you get? Did you get a full third? Well, look at the size difference. They're all different sizes. They're not equal. So you didn't get a full equal share or a full third of the hot dog. So if we want to find out how much of the hot dog you and your one friend had, well, we have no clue because they're not the same size. So you got some of a hot dog, but how much did you really share with friend number 1? We don't know. So let's work with common denominators. A denominator is your bottom number, correct? That's how many pieces make up a whole. So other fractions that have the same denominator or a common denominator are 2/3 and 3/3. And just a little reminder that 3/3 equals 1. The other thing when talking about common denominators is talking about the same whole. If I'm asking you a question about how much of this hamburger you ate, what good is it going to be to tell me that you had half of an apple? This apple has nothing to do with this hamburger. So you're not answering my question with this information. Another reason that talking about the same whole is important is if we're talking about 1 cup of sugar plus 1/2 cup of sugar plus 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, well, a cup is a lot bigger than a teaspoon. So even though our fractions look the same, they're both a half of something, they end up being 2 very different amounts. Only if the wholes are the same. So if we're talking about only cups, we change this to cups. Then I can tell you that I have 1/2 plus 1/2 cup, which equals 1 full cup. Mixed numbers are a combination of whole numbers and fractions. All right, so they tend to be amounts that are greater than 1. It's helpful to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions so we can add them together. So if we look at 1/2, how can we convert that into an improper fraction? Well, we simply need to change our whole number, 1, to a fraction that can be added to 1/2. So what's our common denominator going to be? It's going to be a 2. So 1 equals 2 over 2. And then we add our whole number, which is 2 over 2, plus our fraction of 1/2. And that gives us 3/2. This is called an improper fraction simply because our numerator is greater than our denominator. In other words, the number of pieces we have are greater than 1 whole. So let's practice. I'll do this one with you. So Terry has an apple. George asks for 3/7 of her apple. If she gives it to him, how much of her apple will she have left? So remember, first we need to change our whole number into something that has a common denominator as our fraction. So our denominator is 7, so 1 needs to change to 7/7. Then we can just subtract our numerators. 7 minus 3 is 4. They're all of size 1/7, so Terry will have 4/7 of her apple left. This next problem, I want you to just write into your journal or notebook and solve it on your own. It's converting 3 2/3 to an improper fraction. Then I have a challenge question for you. Shonda has 2 2/3 cups of chocolate chips. She needs 4 cups of chocolate chips for a cookie recipe. How many cups of chocolate chips does she need to make a full recipe? So she's going to start out needing 4 cups. She has 2 2/3 cups already. So how many more does she need? Go ahead and write this in your notebook as well. So, with this information, next time we can do some more advanced things. We can solve things like 3/5 plus 1 1/6. We can solve 8/3 minus 2/7. We can solve 5 1/2 minus 2 1/3. But remember, in order to do problems like this, we need to have common denominators. All right, so start to think about how we could solve these problems when they don't have common denominators to start with.